Afternoon everyone, welcome back to local outdoors, another local walk. I'll be honest, I'm getting fed up with them myself. I've done them all, I've shown you most of them, and it's getting a struggle. You know, I'm not going to lie and pretend it's all great, it's not. So big announcement due soon, and hopefully some of the restrictions are going to be lifted, you know, a certain amount. For everyone that lives on their own, I've said it in previous videos, I do, it's extremely isolating. I'm in work, but you know, that aside, it's trying to fill your days off and time off just with something other than the monotony of it. And you know, for everyone that loves the outdoors and getting out there, and when that's taken away in terms of, you know, the mountains, it's a struggle. But I'm going to try and be positive, move away from all that, and we're back on another local walk. So I've parked not too far away from Martin Mere, and this is the main railway line, which I think it goes all the way to Preston, from Burscough and beyond. It's a nice afternoon, it's very mild, and it's nice. Over the past sort of couple of outings, I'm seeing the spring bulbs pushing up, the snowdrops are already out. It won't be long before the daffodils are doing the same. So here's the main railway line, bit of a water treatment place here at Burscough. And in the far distance is these little copse I use sometimes to make videos. It's called on the OS map Batloom, and I just think I like the name of that. Nice romantic, spooky sounding name, isn't it? Batloom. In this area, although you only see them generally late summer evenings when you're sat out in the garden, there's bats. Many you'll see that, but I think pipistrelle, or common pipistrelle, that's what they are. So we'll have a little look. We'll go on a bit of a bat hunt in Batloom, and we see if we can bring you some bat action. So yeah, it's featureless, isn't it? It's the West Lancashire plain. I'd love to be showing you ridges and mountains. One of the first walks I'm going to do when I get the old green light for the lakes is Striding Edge. I'm going to take the drone along, get some lovely profile shots of doing the ridge. I'm looking forward to that. So I brought the drone along today just on cue. The breeze is picking up a bit, but I'll give you a different perspective to this walk. Back in the wellies, as like I say, the footpath's a boggy mess. It's like walking in chocolate mousse. It's the only way I can describe it. But yeah, quick walk, bit of fresh air, and back to the house of isolation. Let's crack on. So as I've mentioned previously, all this is arable farmlands that grow crops and stuff. Some cabbages in that field there, and that's pretty much the industry of this area. You know, arable farming, crops, lovely farm shops all over the place, dotted around with, like, you know, fresh produce. It's nice. That's one of the benefits living in this area. It's really flat, fertile soils. Anyway, you can probably hear them, but just above that hedge there's a flock of pink-footed geese, noisy, and Martin Mere is just over there in that area. Hopefully we're going to see that when the drone gets up, but it's always nice to make the effort. I joined, I'm not a member anymore, but I was, and I got this nice bird book, Colin's Guide to whatever birds. So it's nice to learn about, you know, your environment. I don't just love, I love being outdoors, but I like to know what tree is that, how do you identify it, what plant is that, what flowers are they, what bird is that. what's left these tracks. You know, I'm fascinated by the outdoors in general. It's such a nice hobby and pastime because it keeps you fit, keeps you physically fit, keeps you mentally fit. And then there's all the interesting bits like buying the gear. It doesn't have to be expensive, be it, you know, gear to suit all budgets. But that's all. There's a whole aspect to it. It's like the best market ever, isn't it, to be in the outdoor business? So yeah, I like to champion the outdoors. Ambassador, I hope, a good one, but I try to be when I'm not drinking craft beer and messing around. Ambassador for the outdoors. I should have done a job where I was outdoors teaching. I don't know, maybe in another life I would have been. But yeah, Batloom is there, looming in the distance. We're going to check it out. You can see some pine trees mixed in with some birch, I think. So we're going to have a look, try and spot some bats in the little cracks in trees and stuff, the tiny pipistrelles. But we'll have a little nosy, see what happens. So here we are, spooky remnants of sweet corn. It's like Children of the Corn. Who's ever seen that film, horror film? 80s, I think, Malachi. Hideous. Yeah, I always like to get some, you know, establishing shots of the, you know, the vegetation and things like that. It's all atmospheric, isn't it? It's just sweet corn at the end of the day, but brings a little something to the video, doesn't it? So dare we enter Batloom? Well, we are, aren't we? So, well, this is it, but it's a copse. A small area of woodland. There's some nice snowdrops in the ground, but if there were any up there, they probably blend in like the pine cones. And on these trunks of the pines, you'll see they're covered in ivy, so they can hide, camouflage in there. Well, it's a lovely area just for exploring. It's nice to come and make a brew here, to be honest. On the stove you get a bit of peace and quiet away from people if you're making a review video. But yeah, if I see anything, another train going past. If I see anything, I'll bring you back. You always, it's weird, isn't it? Like your senses become heightened when you're coming somewhere like this. Be any kind of lunatic in here, not just me. So if you can hear that bird, that is a great tit. It's good to know the different calls of birds and stuff like that. And you can hear them talking to each other. Well, you know, communicating to each other. You know, demarking the territory. It's quite a repetitive call. And it's nice, like I said at the start of the video, listen to, you know, seeing people out in lockdown who've never had like a love of nature in the outdoors. All of a sudden it's ignited this. Oh yeah, it's been there all along. You just ignored it, too busy in the rat race. And I've been speaking to people who've got an interest now in photography. You know, getting involved in it, getting out, taking photographs, learning about birds and stuff like that. So, you know, do it. Then if we're in lockdown for a bit longer, a couple more months, God forbid, get yourself some books, use YouTube. It's a great educating tool, it can be, and learn about the different calls of common birds where you live, and listen to them, associate the call with the name and learn them, so that when you come out, you're not just going, oh, isn't it nice of the birds? You can actually say, well, that's a robin, you know, it's a chaffinch, and you can say, that's a great tit. I always used to laugh at that. Still 38 and no bats today, folks, no bats today, but we identified a bear by its call, and that is something. Carry on the rest of the walk. He's the first fellow human. It's normally a very quiet route, so I'll put the camera down just for now, and we're going to continue, and I'll bring you back on the skyline where it's opening up, going a little bit blue. That's looking towards Rufford. It's again, this flat land extends all the way out to the coast, up near Southport, Banks, Hesketh Bank, and Preston, the Ribble Valley. It's, as you know, the West Lancashire plain it's referred to. Anyway, we're going to avoid the crowds and go on to, I forget the name of the road, but you'll see when we get there. And trees. We've got some kind of like nurseries there. They grow all sorts, but those big, tall, slender trees that you see like that, the ones sticking up there and there, they are poplars, Lombardy poplars, named after the region in Italy, I believe, where they're native, but they're nice. I love them, and you know, you can tell that's just one thing you can, you know, maybe learn when you're out on your travels. When they're in leaf, they make like a nice sound. When there's a breeze, it sounds like the trickle of water, like a stream, and it's the leaves in the poplar blowing in the wind. That's always a nice relaxing sound, and that's for me, they're the things I love on walks, taking in the small details, the sights and sounds, smells, everything about it. That's why I absolutely love the outdoors. That's why I'm so passionate about it. That's why I make these videos and get enjoyment from it. So yeah, had many a nice stop off there, nice snack, cheese on toast to die for. Do nice beers as well in the farm shop, lovely meats and locally sourced produce. There's a nice little play area for the little ones as well. I think there's accommodation too. I think you can actually camp there. Got camping pods. Stand by for a future video. So we come out just there, and we're going to carry on. See that little patch of conifers there? That's our next bit of a landmark on this little circular route. There you go, he's pruning back some of the poplars. Probably not the trees for your average back garden then. You can see the height on them. Pretty much as far as the eye can see, it's all flat. You look across on the horizon there, that's over towards Bolton and Winter Hill. It's actually Great Hill. I can actually see the summit of it from here, and the ridge that I love, Spittler's Edge, that leads to it from left at Great Hill, to the right Winter Hill. It's so annoying because it's only there, you know. 25 minutes, 30 minutes away, and you can be there, a stone's throw. And all that lovely snow and ice, it's obviously gone now. But it's my birthday on the 4th of March. Just giving you all the heads up for the great outdoor gear I'm going to get off everyone. Just send it in. I'm only joking. But if you remember last year, I was up in the snow on that video, which I'll link there. So there's more snow possible. That's the long way of saying that. There's always hope for a bit of snow, even into early March. I don't know if the camera can make that sound out. It's the lovely sound of a skylark. There it is. You won't be able to see it. Tiny little thing. The noise for the size of it. Listen to it. It just rises up, flies in big circles, and that is a welcome noise. The skylark. So here's the section on the walk where we've got to cross the railway. Lots of warning signs. Stop, look, listen. Obviously vehicles can get across this. Signposts to the various hostelries. So we'll have a little nosy. You can see right down there for miles. It's obviously a flat section of the track. There's it's really safe crossing this one. There's a fair bit of warning as to when the trains are coming. Nothing there. So yeah, we are gonna find somewhere just to plot off, and we'll get the drone up and give you a different perspective. Yeah, I think we'll go down here. That's the skylark up there. And the old nest in this. I've looked plenty of times, try and follow them back down. I always want to see one of the nests, you know, not to disturb it, I just like to see it. And I'm told it's really hard to spot them, and it must be because I have never ever spotted one. Has anyone got any tips on how I can spot a skylark nest? If so, let me know. Right, let's get this bag off and get the drone up in the air. Like I say, I've said previously, this Steuben pack is a seat, steel framed, and it's nice and sturdy. It's really good for sitting on. Saves you getting a wet bum, nice and comfy. You can reach the contents from the seated position, including both side pockets. And it's a bag I'll never get rid of. Right, I'm rambling. Time for the drone.
On your pillow.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, a lot more relaxed now. Been out for a bit, done a few miles. That's what it's all about. Bit of solitude. I think everyone's pretty much drifted off now, gone back for the Sunday dinners. Little do they know that they're missing out on barbecue noodles. Some whooper swans coming in there across the mere, pair of them. If we're lucky, they might come past. Right in the ends of the shot, absolutely massive birds, graceful. Look at them. There they are, across the railway. What a lovely, lovely sight. There's another one. Whoopers. Just gonna have this, and then we're gonna head off toward Martin Mere, follow the paths around, and soon we'll be back at the car. Hope you enjoyed the drone footage. Hope you enjoyed the different perspective. And yeah, just be nice and tranquil, just sitting here. So I'll have this and we'll get on. Time to get packed away. Zipped up. And get back on the road. No trace, no litter, no nothing. Just memories. Right folks, I'm going to draw this one to a close. Just a short walk, bit of filler. Like I say, it's tough getting content at the moment, but I'm just doing what I can. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for watching it all the way through. If you have done, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, doesn't really matter. Just engage with the video, that'd be great. And if you take the time to comment, I'll find the time to write back to every single one. If you love the outdoors or you want tips and advice, come and join our Facebook group. It's not one of these ones where there's arguments and people jumping on each other all the time. There's none of that. Just a nice atmosphere in there. It's just people who love the outdoors, outdoor gear, craft beer, and it's a good place to come for help and advice if you're just starting out. And then Instagram, MCM Outdoors has obviously got Instagram, so follow me on there, and I'd appreciate that as well. Bit of a follow for follow policy now, so yeah, let's keep going, keep staying positive, keep enjoying local lockdown walks, and hopefully we're getting some good news very soon. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Look after each other and take care.